Good morning. Sampurasun. You all know what it means, correct? As I explained earlier live. It is part of a useful local wisdom I inherited from the community where I was born almost 72 years ago in Bogor, a city in the West Java province of Indonesia. And you already answered it with rampes. Okay, great, and thanks. So now, if I talk nonsense or offended some people, I'm already forgiven, correct? Now, first of all, I want to thank the organizers, the ERASMUS Plus program of the European Union and Wismar University of Germany, especially my friend Katerina Kasabova and Evgenia Mahler for inviting me to deliver this keynote presentation. Originally, I was supposed to be in Sofia, Bulgaria, to deliver personally this keynote. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 travel restriction, anyone from America cannot enter Europe, including Bulgaria. So my apologies for not being able to meet with you and make Wi-Fi with all of you personally. Fortunately, we still can meet, although only virtually through Zoom. I'm also very grateful to have the opportunity to address this important dynamic conference sponsored by Erasmus Plus program of the European Union and the Wismar University of Germany. I'm also glad, albeit virtually, to be able to meet with many leading educational experts and thinkers from various countries in this conference. The dynamic dual engineering curricula conference has an important topic: strengthening cooperation between education and business. It is also a timely event, especially given the educational challenges for developing alternative learning strategies, methods, and curricula needed in the disruption era of post-COVID-19. Therefore, my keynote will focus on strategies for education survival in a disruptive era of infodemic, post-truth COVID-19, and misinformation. Basically, we're going to try to discuss ideas for new business models, curricula changes, and learning management. In a nutshell, I will highlight and summarize 3 specific challenges and problems which I observe globally. These problems may affect the survival and relevance of education in the normal era. The first challenges and problems: our present competitors in the field of education. Who are they? Well, not other educational institutions, but the competitors, the real challenge and threat, are your friends, member of your community, social media users, bloggers, vloggers, and influencers. So, why are they a threat and they are competitors? What do? Well, they share half-truth, hoax, and fake information. And why is this worrisome? It is because many people now trust and prefer to hear or learn information from their peers, their friends, people whom they know and have been socializing through WhatsApp, Facebook, but they are no experts. They come out of the blue. They are just anybody. But they have a lot of information that they share and may or may not be truth or only half truth or even hate and fake information. So it's easier to listen to and read information from them rather than learning from the so-called experts. The problem with these experts is most of whom speak high-class language. This again is similar to the populism politics that is spreading globally. The second issue or challenges or problems that we are facing today is the inequality. Inequality and digital competencies and inequality regarding virtual technology gaps. Why so? Due to the overnight imperative of switching to virtual education, most institutions, educators, and curricula are not ready. Many are not offering suitable, effective, and efficient remote learning strategies and methods. Another problem: virtual communication and education technologies may not be accessible to all learners. There may be unequal availability or quality of the infrastructure facilities, socioeconomic constraints, and competencies of the support system, including parents and anyone who's supposed to monitor, supervise, and help learners at home or anywhere else. Another problem regarding this inequality: larger and more well-endowed educational institutions may be able to weather and manage the economic and financial pressures and problems better than smaller institutions. The larger and more established learning organization may transform better, adjust easier to the changing modalities of virtual education and the inefficiencies of underutilized assets. The above situations, no doubt, will widen the digital gap between educators and learners, among educational institutions and their learners. Now, the third big problem or issues or challenges that educators are facing today is the solution-oriented curricular reform, which we need to be thinking about. And what are the imperatives for tacit knowledge, globalization, that is global vision, local action or adaptation, and the pentahelix educational paradigm, which will have also transdisciplinary type of contents in their curriculum. Let me give you some examples of what are the issues about this curricular reform. The first one is the irrelevance and inadequacy of educational offerings and outcomes, which are mainly due to the lack of demand-driven curriculum and societal base felt needs. Most curriculum in learning organization is offered because the professors or the educators know something and have certain type of knowledge, but not based on the needs of the market, needs of the industries, and therefore they are not demand driven. There's another problem and that is the disconnect between practical problem-solving competencies with learning objectives, materials, methods, and outcomes. Another problem, that's the inadequate transdisciplinary curriculum, offering holistic, integrative, but analytical and practical, contemporary and futuristic education that's needed about 5 to 7 years from now for those people who are entering universities and trying to get jobs within 5 to 7 years. Now, in view of the post-truth infodemic and the proliferation of viral hoax and fake information to hundreds of millions of people globally, education curricula should incorporate issues such as ethics, moral integrity, netiquette, cyber law, and communication rights and responsibilities. Therefore, there is a need to prepare for competencies that are needed in the global competitive K economy, knowledge economy marketplace, including intercultural and globalization-oriented curricula, that is global vision, local adaptation, local action, that must be developed. Okay, let us now discuss in greater detail the first issue on the present challenges of education from its competitors, infodemic, and hoax and fake information. To do so, I will present to you my video, which I prepared for a conference which was originally planned in Venice, Italy, but was then transformed into an online conference coordinated from Slovenia in May this year. Okay, let's show the video number 2. Thank you.